My name is Karin Taylor and welcome to the Breezeway at Royal Botanical Gardens. This beautiful area is a middle place between our Mediterranean garden behind me and the main building in front of me. I'd like to share with you this beautiful area that has been created by our horticultural staff, and it's actually changed seasonally. And of course, this is our holiday season. We have all sorts of lovely plants, including the poinsettia. And that's what I want to talk to you today about. We're going to take a look a little bit about the plant, the history of the plant, and then I'm going to finish off with a lovely legend, a Mexican legend. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what color are the flowers? Now some of you may be going, oh, red. But actually, the flowers are right here. These tiny little things right here. What you were calling the flowers are actually the leaves, and you can see the veins on the leaves here. When leaves look like petals, we call those bracts. And like all plants, they have many uses, including as an air purifier in your home. The Aztecs used them to create the color purple for their clothes. They used the milky sap to treat fevers. And that sap, or latex as we know it, is there to protect the plant against herbivores. Now it's not going to kill them, it's just going to perhaps give them a little bit of an upset stomach. So it's a good idea in your home to keep them off the ground in case your pet is interested. The other thing also is if you get a little milky sap on your hand and you've got sensitive skin, it might form a rash, so make sure you wash it off really well. Now this plant has a lot of popularity at this time of year, but how did that happen? Well, there was actually a U.S., actually he was the first U.S. ambassador to Mexico. And he was so enthralled with the wild poinsettia, which is native to Mexico in Central America. But he was so thrilled with this plant that he wanted to start to grow them in his own greenhouse in South Carolina. He sent them to friends, to horticulturalists, and to other botanical gardens. And eventually that plant became so popular that it was a cut plant at first that was brought into people's homes, but eventually by the 1900s it became a plant that was sold as a whole plant. And here's a little word to the wise. When you're looking for a whole plant, make sure that you have one that has healthy flowers on it, similar to the ones that we showed you. Then you know you've got a plant that's going to last a while. Now these flowers, or I should say leaves, actually turn this red color in the fall, so you can actually keep your plant going for quite a while. Now the legend I mentioned is a Mexican legend, and the legend goes like this. There was a little girl walking to the church at this time of year with her brother, and she was a little sad because she didn't have anything to place on the altar. So her brother suggested she get some weeds from the ditch. So she picked some weeds, but she was still so sad. She was crying, her tears were falling on the leaves of the plant, and she was so sad, but she put these plants on the altar because no matter how small the gift, it was just as important. And as she turned, the leaves burst into this red color. And so that is the legend of how the poinsettia got its colors. So in closing, I want to just remind you to come to Royal Botanical Gardens, check out the Breezeway, and learn some more about these amazing plants, these amazing poinsettias that are here as part of this display. And don't forget, when you buy one, think of how much you're helping the air in your own place. Thanks for joining me here at Royal Botanical Gardens.